And both that morning equally lay. In leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. Poetry is best when it's read aloud, don't you think?
I never thought about it like that, but I like hearing you say the words. Maybe I'll give it a try sometime.
Might be a new perspective for you. So, what did you bring me?
I brought you some pad thai today, Grandpa, from that place down the street.
Oh, yummy. You're good to me, honey. I grabbed some money out of the cookie jar.
Okay. What were you reading?
The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. One of my favorites. After your grandma passed, I started rereading some of my old books. Real books, not that digital crap.
Crap. It's the same words. You can read those out loud too, you know.
Yes, it's the same words, but I prefer the feel of a real book. The smell of the pages. The fact that I've owned this one for more than 60 years makes it that much more special. And your grandma and I used to read it to each other.
Aw, makes me miss Grandma even more.
Me too. So, did you walk any nice dogs today? And does that job really pay?
Not much, but it gives me some spending money, and it allows me to get in my dog time without having one at home. My apartment doesn't allow them.
Well, you could always leave one with me, you know. I could use the company. But that would mean that you'd have to come over every day, not just once a week. Oh, the horror!
I would love that, but my school schedule would make it tough. How about after I graduate next year?
Oh, if I'm still around, you got a deal.
Oh, no, you stop that. You're not dying. It's just a little setback. Mom says you're mostly out of the woods after the bypass. You can start walking dogs with me when you get back on your feet. It'd be good for your heart. Oh, by the way, I ran into an old friend of yours this week. She hired me to walk her cockapoo, Lucy. She sends her regards and wishes you well. Now, what was her name? Maria Malda?
Maria Maldonado? Whoa, I haven't heard that name in a long time. You know, I used to think of her as the one who got away. Yeah, we were hot and heavy there for a while.
Hello, Grandpa? TMI, okay?
Well, what do you mean, TMI?
Too much information, don't you think? I don't want to know about my grandfather's sex life.
Oh, get used to it, kid. But now that we're pals, I should be able to confide in you, right? Yeah, Maria was once an important part of my life. We met each other in high school, got even closer in college, and then it all blew up.
Why? What happened?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but the gist of it is she left me after I was accused of cheating. A bit of a sordid tale. Could have turned into quite the scandal, but we dealt with it.
Whoa, I can't imagine you cheated, Grandpa. So, do you want to tell me about it?
Well, Maria and I were in the same English class when we were sophomores in college. And I walked into the room that first day of class, and I saw that all of the seats were benches. She immediately caught my eye, so I went up to her and I said, "Shove over, would you?" She snickered, scooted over, and we were inseparable from that point on.
Wow, quite a story. Then what?
Well, we'd been dating for about 6 months, and we were getting really serious. We maybe even talking about moving in together, maybe having kids. My best friend back then was Brian Mahoney. We were lab partners in biology class, and we usually sat next to each other. After one important test, a few of our answers were a bit too close and we both got called on it.
Jeez, what happened?
The TA ratted us out to the professor and shit hit the fan. Well, I admitted my guilt. I got an F on the test and a serious warning that if it happened again, I'd be expelled. When Maria heard about this, she was so disappointed that she broke it off with me. Before I could fix it, she was off to the Peace Corps. Our lives never crossed again. I met your grandma about a year later.
Wow, Grandpa, I can't imagine you cheating.
I'm not too proud of it myself. You know, I don't think I even told your mom, or even your grandma.
Wow, one little mistake, and your life might have taken a totally different path. Do you ever think about that?
Sometimes. It's a bit painful, to be honest. But your grandma and I had a good life. I don't have any regrets.
Yeah, but think about it. Your life might have taken a totally different path. Of course, I wouldn't be here, so there's that.
Yes, there's that.
Well, I met this nice older lady, and it turns out it was my grandpa's former girlfriend. This is a new side of you. Anything else you haven't told me?
Oh, plenty. Now scoot and let me eat my lunch in peace.
Okay. How about I come back on Friday with some Middle Eastern? You like hummus and falafels, right?
Oh, I love it all. And I love when you come to visit. See you on Friday.
Bye, Grandpa.
Road not taken.
Hi, Grandpa. Your special lunch has arrived. The finest Middle Eastern cuisine delivered right to your doorstep.
Thank you so much. I'm starving.
Finally going high tech, I see.
Yep. Turns out you can download books for free from the library. I still prefer my real books, though. Can you stay and chat a bit?
Sorry, Grandpa. I gotta go walk a certain cockapoo. How about I come back tomorrow and get a recap if you're not busy?
A recap? Of what? And when am I ever too busy to talk to you?
Bye, Grandpa. Love you.
I love you too. Thanks for the delivery. Say, this is a lot of food. Come on in, it's open. Well. Maria Maldonado. Why am I not surprised?
Hello, Jackson. Are you up for a visit?
Of course. Come on in. Oh, that granddaughter of mine and her little surprises.
Oh, don't blame Sydney. It was my idea. Do you mind if we sit and catch up a bit?
Oh, not at all, please.
Oh, she's a lovely young lady. And she obviously adores you.
No accounting for that. But we do enjoy each other's company when she finds the time. And lucky for me, that's pretty often. Oh, where are my manners? Can I get you something to drink? You favored vodka and tonics, if I remember.
You do remember. But it's a little early for me. I'll take water if that's easy for you.
Oh, of course. Here, I'll join you with a bit of whiskey. Not what the doctor ordered, but it helps even out the rough times.
Oh, Jackson, Sydney told me about your wife's passing. I'm so sorry. How are you holding up?
Well, honestly, it's been a bumpy 2 years. I'm feeling okay, mostly. Stella and I had a good marriage, a solid 45 years together. We raised 2 fine kids, and now the grandkids are in my life. I'm staying busy.
Well, you've obviously had some health issues, but it looks like you're on the road to recovery.
Yep. Doctor ordered some bed rest for me, but I'm anxious to get outside and start hiking again. Another 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be ready to hit the trails. You know, I've been thinking about you ever since Sid mentioned that she walked your dog. And I can honestly say that you've not even changed one little bit. You're exactly the same as I remember you from 50 years ago. Wow, 50 years.
Well, obviously your eyesight's failing you. But thank you for that sweet compliment. And look at you, still handsome. Even under the weather, you've still got it.
Well, other than a heart bypass, but that's after years of eating a small herd of cattle and a few thousand cocktails. I wasn't going to turn my body into a holy vessel just so that I could make it to 90. The years have been good to me. And how about you? Sid didn't say much other than you've got this cute little dog.
Yes, I've had a pretty great life too. I married a wonderful man. I had 3 terrific kids, and now I'm enjoying the grandkids. Well, that's why I moved back to the old neighborhood. They call me Mama Maria, and I like that better than Grandma. And of course, the kids like the free babysitting. You know, sometimes I get so busy, I don't even have time to walk my own dog. Well, that's how I met Sydney. We got to talking, and I was surprised when she told me who her grandpa was. You know, I'd be lying if I said I had thought about you all these years. You know, the proverbial fork in the road.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing. So, in touch with any of the old gang?
Well, when I lived up near Watertown, Brian Mahoney was my doctor for many years. He had a good practice, and we lived close by. He always spoke well of you.
Brian. I lost touch with him after he went off to medical school and moved away. I'd heard that he had set up shop up there. So, tell me, how's my old pal doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you heard. He passed away earlier this year. It was pancreatic cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, we were good buddies there for a while. Played basketball together. Got into some good old-fashioned trouble in our late teens and 20s. I always meant to look him up. Darn. Too late now.
Yeah, he went fast. I visited him just in time to say goodbye. He knew he didn't have much longer, and so he asked his wife to invite me over one afternoon for tea. And he told me an odd story.
Oh?
Yes. He said that he was the one who cheated on you, but you took the blame. Well, is that true?
We promised we'd take our little secret to the grave.
Well, he broke that promise and released you. He told me to tell you if we ever reconnected.
Not sure I agree with this, but in the spirit of full disclosure, he told you the truth.
But why?
Well, he was off to medical school. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. A charge of cheating like that could have screwed up his chances if it appeared on his permanent record. So we agreed I would take the hit. Hey, he was my best friend. I was happy to do it. Didn't cost me anything to do with school. But I never imagined I'd lose you over it.
You idiot! Why didn't you come clean with me? I would have understood.
A promise is a promise. And then you left and life happened.
Life and death. Your wife and my husband. Howard passed away 2 years ago. 40 years of marriage. He was a good man.
Oh, Maria, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sure it was painful.
Oh, it was rough the first year, but I'm among the living now. Enough said.
Okay, enough said. You know, that bag of food has enough for two. Ooh. I think I smell a rat. And her name is Sydney. And it might be part of a conspiracy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure. Would you care to stay for lunch?
Yes, I'm starving.
And then afterwards, if you're lucky, I'll read you some poetry. A favorite of mine that I think you'll like.
Shove over, would ya?
Oh.